Hey folks, thanks for joining me today and welcome to 2025. I can't believe 2025. It's just, I remember when I was young and 2025 sounded so futuristic, and yet here we are. it's quite amazing. So, to start the new year, I thought we would do something fun and really cute. And we're going to do a little puppy dog. So I made the stone from the molds from the Happy Dotting Company. This is mold number 2, as she has labeled it. If you want to get a hold of your own, you can certainly go to the link that's in the description below. It takes you to her Etsy shop. She has a lot of wonderful product, and these molds stand the test of time. I'm telling you, like, I've had my original molds, which is this size. I bet you it's been like 8 years now that I've been doing these molds, and I gotta tell you, it's still producing a beautiful stone to paint on. So they're amazing, and they're worth the price, which are actually pretty fair. So, I mean, it's a win-win. But I'm not saying that you have to do that. You can certainly use regular stones, like beach stones, things like that. You could even do it on wood or canvas. You don't have to do it on a stone. It's just what I've chosen to do. And yeah, that's what we're doing. So I painted it black to give it a base coat and let it dry completely. And then I sketched on the little puppy. Now, I sketched on all the details, and here I am now painting over top of everything. The reason why I'm doing this is because I really want the colors to pop. I want them to really show. And if some colors, if you paint over top of the black, they kind of get muted, and then you can't really see them all that well, or they don't have that pop that you're looking for. So I just paint everything white as my base coat. And I only do one coat of this for the base coat because I just need something to brighten up the colors. I don't need something that's completely solid. So that's what I do here. And I have covered up all of my sketch. So what I do is I let it dry, and I come in with my gray charcoal pencil and redraw everything. However, what's going to happen a little bit later, I'm going to cover it all up again. But I find that if I draw it first, it sticks in my mind, and then I can still kind of see it in my mind as to where the parts are supposed to go. So I'm not too worried about covering it up because I find that the design is still stuck in my head and I can still see it, and it still turns out really, really well. So I'm sketching everything back on, like I said, just to get where the parts are. And then I'm going to be doing some blending. So the colors that I will be using in this cute little puppy is spice brown, and that's going to be my dark color. That's going to be we'll call it my second base. And then I'm going to be using some golden brown, and those colors are made by Delta. And if you want to know all of the color names and the brand names, that I have it all listed in the description below, and that's just in case I forget to mention it while we're painting. So you can find all that information in the description, along with all sorts of other really cool information that I have compiled and put together for you, and it's in every video. So make sure you check that out. So yes, now I am using that spice brown, and it's rather a dark, kind of like a dark chocolate kind of color. And I'm using that as my base, and I'm just going around and filling in everything that I want to be that color. There are going to be some lighter colors, like the puppy's chest and his muzzle. they're going to be a different color. So that's I will be filling those in with the golden brown. So I'm just filling in everywhere, and I'm being kind of sloppy because I will be blending this with my blending brush. So I'm not too worried about any of my brush strokes because the blending brush will get rid of those once I get into using it and blending these colors together. So I'm just filling in everywhere, trying to cover up all of the white. And if you don't cover it all up, that's okay because I do go at the end and really sharpen it all up with some black and when I do the outlining. Um, so I had a lot of fun putting this guy together. I thought as the new year, we should do something fun and cute and creative. And using basically only one technique, and that's doing the blending. And I thought we would start off the new year with something that was a little bit easy, something that we've all done. And if you've been sticking around with me, you would have seen me do this blending in a number of different paintings that I've done. I have to be honest, doing the blending is one of my favorite techniques to do. I don't know why, but I love how you can manipulate the paint and blend them into each other. And it's up to you how well blended you want them to be. So you can do light to dark in just the same color, or you can blend different colors together, which is what we're going to do today. Or you can just sort of blotch down some paint and different colors and get them to sort of merge together so that it looks natural. So it's just blending is a lot of fun. And with acrylic paint, if it isn't exactly what you want, you can just let it dry and keep working with it. Or you can, you can keep working with it when it's wet, or let it dry and then paint over top and start over. I mean, that's the beauty of acrylic paint. So here comes that golden brown, putting it all onto his muzzle. I will be putting it onto his chest as well. And this is just to give that the different look of the puppy there. And I brought some up between his eyes. And then I'm going to start blending around the outsides of his ears and onto his body, because this is how I'm going to blend and get that different color. And I do this for both ears, just putting on top so that I have that spice brown is wet. You can kind of see that it's still wet. And then I'm just adding the golden brown on top and it will blend together. And I'm doing his entire ears. And I believe I come back in with a little bit more of the spice brown just to darken up some of the areas. But I believe I also use a little bit of white. White is a great friend to have when you are doing some blending and you want to get in some more light spots. You just add a little bit of light and it just lightens up that color when you blend it in together. And it's just amazing what just a little extra white can do to make this so beautiful. So, yep, that's what I'm doing, is just doing a little bit of the blending. You can't see what I'm doing because my hand's in the way, but I'm basically taking some of the darker paint, so that would be that spice brown, and I'm just doing the edges of his muzzle, and then I did a little part on top of his nose. So when I do my outlining, that will give the illusion of almost a 3D effect. So you will see that once I get the outline done, that you'll notice that dark spot will actually look flat rather than just a part of the painting type thing, and it'll make it look like his nose is kind of protruding out. So, and that's what we wanted to do. And that's the other thing about shading, or sorry, of blending. So you can do the shading And you can give that illusion of the 3D effect. Because, I mean, puppies aren't flat, right? So we've got to make them look 3D and make them so cute that you just want to take them home. So I'm just adding in some of that lighter color. Like I said, I just added a little bit of white to it. And just look at the differences once my hand gets out of the way. See in the bottom of his ears there, they're so light now. And then it just adding that little extra bit of white is all you need to do. Now I'm just adding a little bit of details, making it look like he's got some fur, give him a little bit of eyebrows there. And these are all just shading. It's not going to be exactly where things are going to go once I outline, but you need that shading there or that different color there so that you can play with it when you do your outline. And you'll see what I mean when we get to that part, and I'll bring it back up again. So now I've got to put a nice bright red collar on him. It's just to give that a little extra splash of color that is contrast to the browns. And I do his little tag red as well. And it's just to sort of center the painting, and giving it that splash of color is all you need to do to sort of anchor this and center it. So that's why I chose red, and the color is True Red from DecoArt. So I really like a lot of the DecoArt paints. They flow very nicely, and they're easy to mix if you are trying to get different variations of the color. So if you're using one color and you're adding white to give it the different gradations of the color, they mix so well. I really, really like them. So I tend to go to the DecoArt row first when I go paint shopping. So now I'm just adding his little nose, and I just add a little bit of detail to it, give it a little bit of an oval, but then I do sort of like a triangle on each side, and then do a smaller oval on the bottom. So that's just to give him that little cute nose that you just want to, take home. So now I'm using my dotting tools from the dotting center. I'm putting on his pupils or his eyes, and there's too much paint on there, so I need it flat. So I'm just taking my fine lining brush and I'm pulling off some of the paint that is excess, and then I'm just smoothing out the remaining paint and giving it a nice flat surface, because I will be painting on top of that. The easiest way to let me know that you like this video is by giving me that thumbs up. It's just a quick click. If you're new, welcome. I urge you to please subscribe and ring that little bell, and it will certainly let you know as soon as I post something new. And you don't want to miss anything. I've got some really cute things going on and some really fun things that I can't wait to share with you. So make sure that you stick around for all of that. I also wanted to let you know, as I'm going to start now doing the outlining on this cute little puppy, I'm just going to let you know that at the end of every year, I make a video of all of the paintings that we did together throughout that year. And I put in the description all the links to each and every one of those videos. So it's easy for you to find if you're looking for something specific. So I decided the best way to make it the easiest for you, the viewer, to find these things is to put a link in the description to those we'll call them those montage videos that I put together. So then you can go and watch. It's usually between 2.5 to 3 minutes long. It's not a very long video, but you can go there, you can watch the video. They're just pictures that are sliding by to show you what the finished product was. And then in the description of that video is a link to all of those videos that are pictured in that video, if that makes sense. So I have 3 of them now. I have now been on YouTube. This is my 4th year. I'm actually very excited. So I have done 2022, 2023, and 2024. So I'm going to link, or I'm going to put a link in the description for those 3 videos, and they're going to be in every video from now on, just so that it makes it a little bit easier for you to go and find what you're looking for, rather than doing some searches and things like that. So I just want to make things a little bit easier for you so that you can go and see what else we've done in the past and be able to find that one video that you really want to watch. So check that out. It will be in the description on this video and on every video going forward, so that you will be able to find all of that cute content that I have, or maybe that one particular technique you want to try. It'll all be there. So I just wanted to let you know that that's one change that I'm going to be doing for 2025. And you may have noticed too at the very beginning that I have changed up my photos in my intro. So that's another change for 2025. I decided it was time to let those old photos go and bring in some of the new stuff. So that's all been done, and I'm really excited about 2025. I also have some great news that the postal strike in Canada has ended. So my Etsy shop is back open, no longer on vacation mode. And I've posted some new paintings in there. If you wanted to go check that out, there is a link in my description, and you can go and check that out. And I'm going to be posting new content into my Etsy shop every Friday. So make sure that you check back often. I'm going to be really loading it up and getting things put in there as soon as I can. I promise that that's one of my New Year's resolutions, is that I'm going to be staying on top of my Etsy shop and making sure that I have current content in there, as well as some of my older stuff or things that I haven't videoed. So make sure that you go there to check out some of my art and purchase for yourself if you would like to have one. Yeah, I'm really excited about that, to keep it up to date. And now that I've made this commitment to post new items every Friday, I'm really hoping that it's going to drive a little bit more traffic there. I'm really excited about what I'm planning on doing, and to keep it all up to date, because I think that's what my major problem was, to have so many people come and visit, but nobody purchases anything because it was the same content all the time. So I'm going to be changing it up and adding new stuff, just so that it keeps it fresh. So make sure you check back every Friday, and I'm going to remind you on every video that I post, so that you can go and check it out. So now that I have finished all of the outlining, you can see now that my original sketch is now complete. So I now put on some white using another tool from the Dotting Center, and it looks like it's covered up the entire black, but it hasn't. it is just slightly smaller than the black dot. And I did that so that you can see the black around it as an outline. So this just, it's a different way to outline if you're doing circles, that you don't have to try to use your fine lining brush to be able to get in there and go around the circle. This way you're doing it opposite and you're using your tools to make it happen. So there will be another dot going on top of that, which will be black, and I believe that will be my finishing touch. So what I'm doing right now is I am outlining the circle that is around the puppy, and I'm using, of course, my Glorious Gold. It is my favorite go-to. It is also by DecoArt. And I'm doing this so that it's looking like the puppy is sticking out of the circle. So I am only going so close, and I'm leaving a little bit of a black spot, so that the gold isn't touching the puppy at all. So that way it looks like the puppy is in front of the circle. So there I just added the black dot for his pupil. And now I'm just sort of recreating those eyelashes, just to give him that extra cuteness because, not that he needed it, but yeah, it just finishes it off so nicely. And then the last thing that I do is I add a couple of dots for the light sources, and then it's done. So there you have it, folks. Life is what you make it. So get creative.